right, thanks for tuning in. I wasn't even going to fish today. We're supposed to have high winds from the kind of blowing out of this hurricane. So I'm getting out here late. There's already several boats, which doesn't bother me. I mean, plenty of water for everybody. But I'm up the river again. Again, I want to try to keep it as entertaining and informative as I can for you guys, but I'm coming up here for a reason. I've been catching some good fish, and the fishing is just more consistent up here right now for me. So I'm going to be experimenting. I got a Spro rock crawler I'm going to try for a little bit. It won't be long till I go back to my jig, though, I can tell you that. Anyway, stay tuned. Boy, it's hard for me not to throw the jig. Just hard for me not to throw it. They don't seem to want a moving bait. I mean, I'm sure I could catch a few doing this. So it is going to be very windy, so I apologize for the wind noise ahead of time. But there's nothing I can do about it. Right now it's fine. Switched over to my jig and I got a bit right off the bat. Didn't get him. That tells me something. You know, it's so easy to come out here and outsmart yourself thinking, oh, I know I caught him on the jig last time, but I want to catch him on whatever lure. I tend to keep it pretty simple, and I use what I know is going to work. All right, it's getting a little too warm. So far, just a few little bites where they're biting the claws off of my trailer. But I'm sticking with the plan. I'm telling you. There will be a fish. Well, it's a start, not a big one. Just a little guy. Notice my line not looking too good. Ooh. The reason I keep coming back to the river, first of all you gotta do is watch some of the previous videos and you'll know why I keep coming back to the river. But there's a reason for it. You know, there's seasonal movements of fish. I know that right now in the fall transition period, fishing's going to be tough in the lake. And again, I'm talking about, I'm fishing at Lake Lanier on the north part of the lake. Even on the south part, even though they're two completely different kinds of fishing, you might have a good day one day, and then you go 3 or 4 days and not have such a good day. It just depends. Up here, it's consistent. In any river or any lake, you know, crawdads are a big part of their diet, especially in a river. Trying to make an effort to show you what I'm fishing a little better. Something bit that once I got it out of the snag. little better. Just a solid £1.5-er. Not a bad fish. Man, they're hard to come by today. I'm talking hard to come by. We got wind blowing out of this hurricane, making things a little more difficult. Today, I've been here a couple hours and that's only the second fish I've caught. We can't have that. The forecast said no rain, but I don't know that I agree with them. Finally, this one's a little bigger. This is what I've been looking for. Ooh, yes. Man, I'm telling you. That one's a little better. I'm gonna get my scale. I don't think he's giant, but he's a big one. Man, I'm telling you. Well, these scales are worthless, but that's a nice one. I don't know what's wrong with the scale. So we got heavy wind blowing out of this hurricane, making fishing difficult. That's only my third fish. So I'm kind of working my way back to the boat ramp. I'm gonna get out of here. It's just I'm tired of fighting the wind. Looks like it's gonna rain. I checked the barometer before I left the house and it was falling, which should make it good. But you know, anytime you have a weird, like a hurricane or weird storm can do weird things to the to the barometer. I still might be able to catch a couple on the way back in. I know the wind noise is probably terrible, but it is what it is. Alright, there's another. I think I can flip this one even though it's a solid bass. It's a nice spot, probably £1.5. I'm talking the wind. I'm behind a bluff here, so the wind is I'm out of the wind a little bit here. I wasn't even gonna fish. If I'd have been smart, I'd have stayed home. The wind is Plus the fish are just a little bit turned off for some reason. I'm having to work for them. I think it's another good one. Nice fish. Ooh, he's spitting up shad everywhere. Pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds. Yeah, more like a pound and a half. Oh man, I want to show you. If you can see down in there, there's a crawdad sticking out of his gullet there. See if this camera will show it. That's why the jig works. So again, I don't want to make things boring, but my advice is, if you find something that's working, you stick with it, you ride it until it's done. This jig has been really, today is a tough day too, but you know, it's working. I'm glad that crawdad was in that spot. That is exactly why the jig is a good choice. And I took note of the colors on that crawdad. Kind of a green pumpkin-y looking. I'm just thrilled I could be out here catching fish. Jeez. Especially with the wind the way it is. I will say, they're not really thumping it hard today. They're just showing up. The wind probably has something to do with that. Oh boy, that was a big largemouth. Whew. Oh well. Man, I've lost some good fish today. Well, I'll use the wind as an excuse, I guess. Okay, if I were smart, I'd just go ahead and get out of here. Fishing's been tough. All right, thanks for tuning in. I'm really glad I got the footage of the crawdad in the fish's mouth when I caught him. It just goes to show you why a jig works so well this time of year. In the fall, they're going to want to bulk up and get as much protein as they can, and a crawdad is just nothing but protein. So that's why I keep going back to the jig. It just works, and it, you know, the more you fish a jig, the better you get with it. But right now, going up the river, man, I just love it up there. There's some big fish. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. I got a real cool thing that happened coming up in a video that I just shot yesterday with a couple of big fish. But anyway, on this particular day that this video was shot, weird weather. The remnants of the hurricane was blowing through, a lot of wind, tough fishing, but you know what? I'm just glad I can be out there. Didn't catch a lot. but I caught some good fish, and I just love being out there. You know, catching fish is just icing on the cake. I just like being out. Being on the water, man, there's nothing like it. But thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I need as many subscribers as I can get. Spread the word. Tell your friends. It doesn't cost anything. But thanks for watching, and make sure you come back and watch the next episode. Thanks.